What are we looking for? Dogs.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Barry. We back on Bird's Eye View with it. Like always, appreciate the love and support. Please continue to like, comment, and subscribe. Stop what you're doing. Smash the like button, smash subscribe button. Hop in the comment section, comment whatever you want. Of course, I'm dropping daily bangers day by day. We got news of the day coming out of Colorado. We're going to jump right into it, dog. So, of course, we back with another recap with this Colorado football program. As always, shout out Well Off Media, Recent People Media, the pregame show for providing us phenomenal footage each and every day. As we all know, of course, our Colorado football program had a bye week. So it was an opportunity for a lot of our guys to get healthy. Of course, we all know the injury bug has bit us for sure, but a lot of our guys had the opportunity to get an extra week to rest up and get healthy, and I believe we're going to start to see some guys come back. This week, starting with that Utah game. Of course, it's going to be a huge matchup, in Salt Lake City. Obviously, over the bye week, a lot of our coaching staff, pretty much the whole staff basically, was on the recruiting trail, right? That's an opportunity where, during the bye week, you can have an opportunity to go see some of these guys in person, right? And a lot of our coaches took advantage of that opportunity. Now, we all know that we had, a lot of visitors that was in attendance for that Iowa State matchup, guys that were committed to this program and guys that are committed to this program. And of course, I'm gonna bring the sound bites for two more of the young men that are committed to this Colorado football program currently. And I also gonna bring some sound bites from one of the top JUCO Edge Rushers in the country right now, who we're high on as well. I'll get to him in a second. But let's start with our two young men that are already committed, and we're gonna start with Rodney Colton Jr., the four-star linebacker, 6'1", 220, out of Newman, Georgia, in that 2026 class. We all know about the top 15 linebacker in the country, top 25 overall player in Georgia. Of course, very physical and athletic linebacker that can finish plays at a very high rate. We obviously have made numerous videos on this young man as well. Of course, he shows great ability to rush the passer off the edge with his combination of speed and strength. Of course, he lived in the backfield all last season as a junior, and he's picking right back up where he left off this season as a senior. Of course, we love the energy and effort that he plays with. He'll be someone that's going to make a lot of plays on Saturdays for sure. He was in attendance, right, last weekend for the Iowa State matchup. Of course, he's taking some other visits as well, to some summer official visits: Florida State, Ole Miss, Penn State, SMU, UCLA. But he said the trip to Colorado was great. He said, recapping his visit last weekend, he said, Colorado, our linebackers were flying to the football and making plays. He said it shows that Coach Andre Hart knows what he's doing in that linebacker room, especially if you get a linebacker like him. He said the offense did a great job at controlling the clock. He said wide receivers Omarion Miller and Joseph Williams balled out for sure. Like I mentioned, Rodney's senior season is going well. 45 tackles through 7 games as a senior, 20 more than any player on his team. He's also accounted for 6 of the team's 19 tackles for loss. He also has 2 interceptions. He has 2 sacks. He has 2 fumble involvements as well, a pass breakup. He's seen to be one of the best linebackers in the country, which he is. And of course, he mentioned about Colorado and where we see him. We pretty much said that we see him being the voice and quarterback on the defense, also coming in early, making an impact right away. Pretty much that's what we're expecting, right? And we want him to jump in the playbook as soon as possible, and that's going to be really, really huge for him to be able to get on the field as quickly as possible. So it's going to be fun to continue to track development there. It looks like he hasn't completely shut down his recruitment yet. He plans to visit an SEC program early in the month, which is going to be Ole Miss. He's going to go to that game against South Carolina on November 1st. He said just to enjoy it, though, pretty much. Like I said, not surprised that these guys are blue chippers, man. They deserve to, take their official visits if they want to. They earned them, right? So, but it still looks like he's, definitely locked in with this Colorado football program, and he's going to be a buff. Let's keep it rolling, man. Damonte Chico Tims, the 3-star safety, 6'1", $195 out of Central Florida in that 2026 class, a top 100 safety in the country. As we all know, he's committed to this Colorado football program. Active, instinctive safety that just makes plays all over the defensive backfield. Of course, you see numerous defensive touchdowns on his tape going back to his junior season. In his career, like I said, multiple pick sixes, multiple scoop and scores. He's just around the football a lot. Aggressive and physical tackler as well. Plays with very high IQ. Also, just a versatile playmaker that's going to be able to make plays on Saturdays. Of course, this young man also had a lot of offers as well. When you look at the likes of Georgia, Georgia Tech, Indiana, Miami, Ole Miss, Vandy, just to name a few. Of course, he ultimately chose this Colorado football program. Chico Tims, he mentioned, because he visited back-to-back weeks, because he was also there for the BYU matchup as well. He said, my experience was great. He mentioned he got a chance to spend some time with some current players. Hung out for a little bit, had fun. He said, he still feels like we're building in some areas and still need to fix a few things. We'll continue to get better. Like I said, this young man here, still has some schools reaching out to him. Since he's committed, the likes of Florida State, USF. Like I mentioned, Georgia and Vanderbilt has also touched bases with him recently as well too. But as of right now and what it looks like, he is going to be a Colorado Buffalo, and looking forward to him, getting in Boulder and making plays on Saturdays for this Colorado football program. Like I said, he just flies around the defensive backfield, and he's definitely what you want when you look at safeties. And you can be honest. Safeties have had some success in our defense for sure. When you look at Tawfiq Byard now, of course, you look at Shiloh Sanders, and you look at Sharp, when you look at Cam Sutton and Craig, right? So we've had safeties that can definitely make plays on this defense. And of course, Chico Tims looks to be the next one to come in and do so. Let's keep it rolling, man. We got one of the best JUCO players in the country that's interested in Colorado, Jaylen Anderson, the 3-star edge rusher, 6'3", 245, out of Slidell, Louisiana. Pearl River Community College is where he currently plays his college football. He is the number 5 edge rusher in the country. He's the number 34 overall JUCO player in the nation, an explosive and athletic pass rusher that just plays with a very high motor, good play strength, good dip and bend ability. He's just been a disruptor at the JUCO level ever since he first stepped down as a true freshman. He just has an array of pass rushing moves in his bag that you'll see on tape. Of course, in 2024, as a freshman, played 9 games at Pearl River Community College, had 40 tackles, 2.5 sacks, 9 tackles for loss, 2 forced fumbles, 2 fumble recoveries, and an interception. In 2025, like I said, he's just been unblockable. It seems like in 7 games, 35 tackles, he has 6 sacks, he has 2 forced fumbles, a fumble recovery. He has 9.5 tackles for loss. He also has a 66-yard pick six. He has a PBU. He's blocked a kick. Of course, with the success that he's had already so far in the JUCO ranks, of course, D1 schools are going to throw their name in the hat to land this young man. He has 30 Division I offers. Recently, he's gotten offers from Vandy, Memphis, and of course, Colorado. Now, he is committed to FIU. Of course, shout out to Coach Willie Simmons, dog. I definitely love Coach Willie Simmons, dating back to what he was able to do, at the HBCU ranks with FAMU. But it's going to be tough for Coach Simmons to hang on to a commitment here, especially when you look at the schools that are starting to enter in his recruitment, right? So, we're going to see exactly what transpired there, but it's going to be fun to continue to track the development there. Jaylen mentioned, he said, right now, he's focused on finishing his season strong and handling business on the field. He said, he's always open to learning about more schools that truly believe in him, but he's letting God lead him through the process. Love that, and he's going to trust his timing with everything. He mentioned about, getting an offer from Colorado. He said, everyone knows Coach Prime's impact. He said the culture, the exposure, the beliefs he builds in his players. He said what they're doing out there is special, and it's truly a blessing when a program like that sees something in you. He said all glory to God for even putting him in a position to have an opportunity like that. So, it's going to be definitely interesting to continue to track the development there. Like I said, he's having a very good season so far, and he's only going to continue to grow, right? And there's been consistent communication with several programs, of course. But he mentioned that he's staying humble and keeping his focus on what's in front of him. He said he's always going to let God handle the rest because his plans always work out better than his, whatever that means for him, right? So obviously, he's keeping God first, which we definitely love that. Like I said, when you look at totality in 16 games at Pearl River, right, 74 tackles, 18.5 tackles for loss, 8.5 sacks, 2 interceptions, forced 4 fumbles, recovered 3 of them. He's one of the best JUCO edge rushers in the country, and let's see if we can find a way to get a commitment out of that young man there. So, I'm gonna continue to keep and track the development of the recruiting trail. Y'all know I love to do this, man, and I always appreciate each and every one of you for showing love and supporting my channel. Bird's Eye View is nothing without the love and support of each and every one of you that continue to watch and share my content. Now, understand something, it does not go unnoticed, right? The love that you guys pour into my channel does not go unloved, and I'm greatly appreciated, right? So, it's gonna be fun to continue to track this, man. I also love, what we were able to see out of that scrimmage, man. That was dope, right? To see guys that don't get an opportunity to play as much on Saturdays. Of course, we have a lot of talent in this Colorado football program. So it was dope to see a lot of those guys that don't get an opportunity to play as much to, get on the field and really compete in a game-like environment. That was definitely, dope to see. And we saw some guys that definitely was able to make plays, right? So, it's going to be fun to continue to watch these guys grow because, like the nature of college football, some may hit the portal, but, a good amount are going to stay, right? And they're going to grow within this program and develop, and they're going to be making plays, right, in the future for this Colorado Buffaloes program, and it's going to be dope to see. But not to keep it long, just want to bring you guys, right, another phenomenal update. Please continue to like, comment, and subscribe. You know what time it is, dog. Bird's Eye View, right?